Coming in, flex. I just wanna win, LABB, who we running with, 2, 2, 3, 3, I'm on 10 again, state your name.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Honestly, when we're going through tough times, it's hard. It's hard at the time. But I feel like God also don't take us through shit that we can't come out of. Things that we can't survive.
What do you think, Coco?
I mean, I agree. I think there's definitely a lesson in every experience that you have, even the most painful ones. And I think there's a lot of value in finding your own self. I feel like people walk into relationships and become so consumed by the other person and don't know who they are, what they want, what they like, because you're so worried about who you are with that person. So God forbid anything happens, you break up or shit goes south, you're by yourself, you don't know how to handle it, you don't know who you are, and you don't even know where to start. Like, what did I do before I was with that person?
You don't remember.
What was my routine like? But how do you think you can maintain your own individuality while you're in a relationship?
You have to still do things by yourself. You need to be able to find like things that you like even separate from your friends. Like, I'm gonna go do yoga today, or I'm gonna go for a walk today around the block, and see if I like that. Or maybe a jog. Maybe I like jogging, or maybe even take a hike. And if I'm not whole, I cannot be the woman worth dying for.
But I also feel like it's okay to not be completely... I feel like when you're walking into a relationship, yes, you should value yourself enough and walk into it thinking that you are bringing something to the table and you are worth something, because we are children of God as it is.
Right.
But at the same time, I feel like as together as a union, you're supposed to build each other and grow with each other, right? You're not going to be perfect. Nobody's ever going to be perfect. You're still going to have flaws that you're working on and things that you're still dealing with. But as long as you're building each other up and not like harping on those flaws or you know,
making one another,
right, then you should be fine, right?
Yeah. I'm not saying that I'm gonna be like I'm gonna be the woman that I like. Okay, I'm gonna be a whole being before I enter a relationship. And by whole, I'm not saying that I've done growing, because I feel like growth is an evolution. Like, you may grow in one season and still be growing in the next one, even if it's rough or even if it's good. You're still growing. I feel like you grow all the way throughout your life. You never stop growing until you die. Right? That's how I feel like. So I feel like until I get into a place where I could be like secure in myself without a person. Like, my relationship with him, we're straight. My relationship with my friends, we're straight. Then I can say like I'm in a position to walk into a relationship knowing what I bring for a fact. Never ever having to question, did I bring this to the table? Am I good enough?
Did I do what I had to do in the relationship?
Do you see what I'm saying?
Because you always know that you have, like, you did your best.
But as long as you have this though, and this, these will fall in line as long as this is right. But as long as you have that, there's certain things that you know for a fact you're at the table and you can't shake that. You get what I'm saying?
What were you gonna say, Doreen?
I was agreeing with what Coco said, and I was also agreeing with what you said. But I understand that you have to, and I do agree that you have to be whole before you get into a relationship. But then again, you have to leave space for growth also, because I realize that our society today, a lot of women is like, I don't need a man, and you need a man. But that's because they overgrow. Like, they get to the point that's no. I have to do everything by myself.
I think she used the wrong terminology, but I understood what she was saying.
But like,
no, you said I don't need, but they need a man.
No, like, you don't need a man, but like, you need a partner
to act like you don't need anyone.
Right.
Look at the chipmunk.
Like, you know how when in the preaching he said that God created us to have a partner because we couldn't do it by ourselves.
Yes,
you can't live by yourself.
Yes,
And I like how he talked about how, you know, Eve wasn't made from the bottom of Adam's feet, right?
On the top.
Right. Nobody's above or beneath one another.
Equal partners.
Right.
And he clarified the idea of having like let's say you have a husband, having him lead, and that leadership doesn't mean that he's superior to you.
That was what got me. That was the one. That was
Right.
what got me.
There can be a leader, but that doesn't mean that they're superior to you.
Right.
It's just that they're the head. It's really about having your partner understand your relationship. Like that's really all it takes.
Your man is supposed to be the head of your household. Like he's supposed to lead you in the right direction. It's not supposed to be like he makes all the decisions, he makes all the answers, he handles all the finances. Like no, like y'all are supposed to be doing it together.
Like I want a head of a household. I want my man to be the head of my household.
True.
But I'm also not about to sit there and stay in my house with my degree that I worked hard for to be doing cooking, cleaning, and all that wifey duties that your parents will want you or your parent-in-laws will want you to do for their kids. Because what am I getting out of that? Why did I go to school?
For a fact. And I don't like being told what to do.
I don't.
Right.
I really don't. I struggle with that a lot.
I really do think
And
it's
y'all
a
know this. Don't tell me what to do because I ain't gonna do it. Just out of spite, not
Not even
because
that,
I don't
I'll
want
do it
to.
out of anger because I would start slamming
That's-
stuff because
I'm not doing it at all.
I watched that prank that Queen and Clarence did.
Yeah.
And he was like, bring my plate, woman, blah, 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 blah.
But she's better than me. She brought him the plate. Coco is that. Coco would have brought him the plate. Me?
the thing is,
Me?
that's the thing. I would do it, but I also want you to understand that I'm doing it out of my willingness and not because you're the man, so I have to do it for you.
No, I would have went into that kitchen, made Lee and Patty a plate and said, here you go, and sat down and ate my food.
And that's
But
on
the thing
what?
is, I will also want you to do that for me if I want it. Because I seen a post at a time too where it was like, oh, ladies, would you make a plate for your husband?
Even if you're
After
mad
he
at him?
pissed you off.
No, it was just if would you make a plate for your husband at a party or at a family function?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then someone was like, no, but he would damn sure make a plate for me.
No.
Why do you
What?
want him to do it, but you don't want to do it for him?
Wait, what's the problem?
It's all
She
about
was
meeting
like-
each
she was
other
like,
in the
whenever-
middle.
She was like,
Yeah.
whenever me and my man's, someone was like, oh, whenever me and my man's go out to his family functions, I sit there and he bring me everything.
No.
But I would never go out my way to do it for him.
No, she's wildin'.
And I said,
Drop her.
that don't make sense.
Drop her. My thing is, the reason why that is because people never want to give. People don't realize that when you're in a relationship, you both come in 100%, right? But there's going to be times where you're going to be given 100 and your partner is not going to be given as much. Not because they love you any less, or because they don't care about you, but because they may be going through something, or they may have different situations in which they won't be giving as much. But you also have to be able to be like, all right, today I'm sending in 100% because I want this.
I think you
I
just
want
have to
this.
do it out of your own willingness and not because you're being forced to.
Right.
Because the thing with me is, if I'm with someone, I do a lot of, oh, can you get me this? Can you get me that? I do it a lot. Like, me and you could be staying in the same spot, and I actually like, oh, can you get me the thing in the back of the car? Or can you do this? But I could also do it, right? But I'll actually do it. Same way that you could be also do it, and you ask me and I'll still do it.
But you should do it regardless whether or not he did it already.
Right.
Do you get what I'm saying?
Like, it's not because it's an interchangeable thing.
It's not
but
a-
because
it's not a
I want to
transaction.
do it.
It's
Yeah,
not a
like,
transaction.
I'm not doing it because you do it for me. I'm doing it because I want to do it.
Right.
But a lot of people live in that give or take mindset.
Like
No.
transactional.
Right.
If you did this, then I'll do this. If you give this, I'll give that. Your relationship is never going to work that way.
I really
Hi.
do think, I really do think it's about being wholesome. Like,
Yeah.
honestly, if you're whole and you understand these things,
Then you can
when
stay
you
true
get
to your
into
character.
when you get into a relationship, and that goes back to the don't interchange your values because you want to be with someone. You will go in with the mindset of, here's how I'm coming in, here's how I think,
This is what I'm bringing.
this is what I'm bringing. What are you bringing to the table? If the person don't match your energy,
Bye.
you leave that shit. And that's one thing we don't have to let. We learn stuff. We get into relationships, and you know sometimes you don't know people. Can you check the map again? Okay. Sometimes we get into relationships, right? And then it's like, oh, I'm in a relationship now. A year in the relationship is when you finally start to know them. 2 years in the relationship is when you know them. And then now, which way? We could. I was gonna say, yeah, people get into a relationship, and then deep into the relationship, they realize that this person's not for me. And this go back to the not letting go or not learning how to let go. It's hard for
And
us-
even when you see someone's true colors, bruh, and you still stick around and take the bullshit, knowing that good and well enough that is not what you deserve. It really takes some sort of like, I don't know, like awakening.
It takes parts of you. But the thing is,
it's because you see the good in that person and ignore the bad.
I think it's because you see their potential.
Right.
The potential of what they could be. I also think this generation loves the idea. Loves the idea.
You
He's
saw you
joking.
recording, that's why.
He's definitely joking. So the thing is, like, our generation is in love with this, like, ride or die. I'm gonna make it through no matter what. Shit, not me, not motherfucking me.
Honestly, I agree with what we're all right. Yeah, you need to find yourself in an individual before you get into something, and if you get into something,
For the
and you
record.
feel like it's time to let it
For the
go,
record. For the
let
record.
it go.
For the record. Been a little too nice to y'all. Now I gotta up price on y'all. Snake eyes on dice for